Hey everyone. Hello. So I'd like to invite everyone just to arrive for a moment in this space. Just quiet down and kind of experience the amazingness that's about to happen, but also experience the amazingness that's happening right now. So a little bit of information to let you know. There are a lot of amazing photographers that are documenting everything that's going to happen tonight. So because of that, I'd like to ask you to turn off your phone.
Turn off your phone, please.
Thank you, Oscar. Let's say that again. Turn off your phone, please.
Except for Aunt Raven, because Uncle Grady couldn't make it, so he's on the phone.
Hi, Uncle Grady.
Hey, Grady, how are you? Good to see you. So, can you just feel the ground with me for a moment? Just feel your feet on the ground, and then, if you feel comfortable, find someone in this room you don't know and make eye contact with them. I don't know a lot of you, so I'm going to try to make eye contact with a lot of you.
I don't know this microphone.
Yeah. I like him. He's a good partner. So, my name is Jonathan Paradox, and I've known our headliner for over 20 years. Since we were both babes in rural Missouri. And so I'm going to get a little serious for a moment. As a young queer person in the heartland, I have to be honest that, I was struggling with isolation and fear as a kid. And yet the one thing that actually helped me to deal with that isolation and fear was to talk about it. And to find community where I could talk about it. And so, many years ago, Nicole Patulski was the magnet that created that community for me through her artistry and her activism. And that helped me and empowered me and a lot of other people to be our true selves. Which brings me 20 years later to today, to this moment, in this room, in this city, where maybe some of you or some of the people you know or some of the people in the city that you know or don't know might be feeling isolation and fear. And it seems that Nicole Patulski is still at it, asking us to let go of the distractions in our life for a moment, which includes turning off our cell phones, just another reminder.
Yep.
And she's also here to share stories of the struggle in a way that's so beautiful and allows us to realize how beautiful it is to be human. And so with that, I'll give it to Oscar.
Okay. Thank you all for... Okay. Clap. Okay. Thank you all for being here. My mom is currently the best mom ever. And the show will be awesome, so I hope you all enjoy it.
Mama had me on a traveling train. We never slowed down. I never complained. I just waved goodbye, changed my name, learned all the rules of the game. Don't you cry, can always be strong. I ain't made out of steel, I'm made out of bone, and I break, I break, I break. Saw you with that woman on Saturday night. I didn't get jealous, cause she wasn't my type. But I'm sick to death of all your lies. I was born in the evening, but it wasn't last night. Now, don't you cry, can always be strong. I ain't made out of steel, made out of bone. And I break, I break, I break. Break, I break, I break. Play Anita. He said, I want a strong woman who could cook and clean. 1 part sweet, 10 parts mean. Love me tender, never leave fool. I hope you don't think that woman was me. Now, don't you cry, can always be strong. I ain't made out of steel, I'm made out of bone. And I break, I break, I break. I break, I break, I break. Now you don't need to run around on me. I cut you loose, go on, be free. I ain't blind, I clearly see your lies. We're slowing down, we've run out of gas. I can see you thinking, better think fast, cause I'm packing up your sorry ass right now. And I won't cry, you ain't that strong. You ain't made out of steel, fool, you're made out of bone. And you'll break, you'll break, you'll break. Break, you'll break. Hey. Jonathan and Aaron back up here. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? How about that? Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad that you're here. All right, where's Jonathan? Yeah, that one. think I got the volume turned down here. Maybe not. Let's check it out. Gotta just get our equipment working correctly. Okay, so, is it working? Nope. There we go. Awesome. Now we got the lights working, we got the instruments working. So this next tune is a song called I Miss the Train. Welcome again, everybody. So damn glad to see you. So this next song is called I Miss the Train. It'll be easy to recognize because the phrase I miss the train repeats at least 300 times. However, I wrote this song based on stories my grandmother told me, and my grandmother wasn't a regular grandmother. There were no craft projects or cookies or things. She was married 9 times. She owned honky tonks. She may or may not have been an arsonist. Anyway, she did have one cool, typical grandma quality where she loved to talk about the past and the way things used to be. And so she grew up in a town called West Frankfort, Illinois. There's no East Frankfort, just West Frankfort. It was a coal mining boom town in southern Illinois. And it went from like 3,000 people to 40,000 people in a span of 2 years. And there was a baseball team and commuter trains between the little towns. And then when the coal mines closed down in like the 70s, people left because there was no work. And they went, the town is basically a ghost town now. So there's about 6,000 people there. But the people who are there still remember the good old days. And for them, the good old days is when there was a union, when you could earn a living wage, you could retire, buy a house. All right, that's all. That's all I have to say about that. We can do it now. Who starts this song? Anita. Anita does. Anyway. The street did run when the coal mines all shut down. Coal dust left a shadow, lives have gone to ground. Rails didn't rattle, all the pennies left intact. Some folks started walking, but most of them turned back. I miss the train, way it made me feel. I miss the train. I take rails over wheels we used to ride all the way to Tennessee. I miss the train, I miss the train. Peabody Coal put my town on the map. The caverns of dead miners never bothered looking back. Faulty equipment, and we all know coal ain't clean. Industry was calling, needed fuel for new machines. I miss the train, way it made me feel. I miss the train. I'll take rails over wheels we used to ride all the way to Natchez Trace. I miss the train, I miss the train. Oh, cool stuff's gonna happen now. Lost your name when the trains came west of town. Well, folks up on a hilltop packed with things that came on down. Streets were always bustling, the union finally organized. Promise of the railroads kept America's dream alive. I miss the train, way it made me rails over wheels. We used to ride all the way to Tennessee. I miss the train, miss the train. Remember when they're driving all the work out of this land? The neighbor of our small towns made this country grand. I miss the train. It made me feel, I miss the train. I take rails over wheels. We used to ride all the way to St. Louis. I miss the train, miss the train, miss the train, miss the train. Woo! Like I said, that song's called I Miss the Train. Can we give it up again for JT and Aaron and Kim have joined us? You know, they're from back in the Ozarks, and once we started talking, we knew all kinds of people in common, because it's like that there. So, I wasn't going to tell this story, but my uncle sent me a note today, who got my CD in the mail, and he said, "It's very depressing." And what I didn't write back, I just didn't write back at all yet, but I thought of a few things to say, and one of them was like, yes, sometimes things are depressing. Do any of you have families where something bad happens and everybody pretends like nothing bad happened? Yeah. Me too. So this is a story I want to tell you. So I'm 23. I'm in college. Well, no, I'm done with college, but I stay in my college town because I'm that person. And I stay there, and it's 3 hours from home, and I get an emergency call, come home, there's been a fire. So I drive home. It's my Nana's house, the one I talked about earlier, 9 husbands. Anyway, I go home, go to the hospital, and my 9-year-old cousin, everybody's there, like aunts and uncles and cousins, everybody's there. My 9-year-old cousin comes up to me, he's like, "Nikki," because they call me Nikki, but no one else should. "Nikki, have you ever," he was very dramatic, he was a Leo, he still is a Leo, "have you ever been chased through your own home by flames?" And I said, "Yes." And then my mom said, "Yes." And my uncle said, "Yes." And my other aunt said, "Yes." And then we all just had this moment where it was like, oh, right. This isn't normal. This isn't normal. So, 10 solid years of therapy later, I can play this song in public. I've been doing a number of interviews lately, and there's a lot of questions about what's your writing process? And the truth is that I'm generally a pretty chipper person. I love being around people. I like to make jokes. I like to be positive. And what I write songs to feel my feelings, to have a place. And so I wrote this song kind of like a journal entry, and I played it for my best friend Grady, who's on a Skype call right there. Hi, Uncle Grady. Hey, buddy. I played it for him, and he said, "Oh, no, you got to play that in public." Am I on? Yeah, okay. Thank you. All right. Here we go. I should say one more thing.
Of course.
I'm missing something. What is it? I know the words. So I was trapped in a house fire. I wasn't just in it. I was trapped in it. And I had to fight to get out. And they say that your earliest childhood trauma programs you for how you react to crisis. I fought like hell to get out of that house, and I fought like hell every day of my life. So here we go. Doors closed, the alarm is on, the house is empty, everyone has gone. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? Hear them come up the stairs. You're still screaming and nobody hears. The sirens stop, the house goes dark. You smell the smoke, you can feel the spark. So get out, get out. Get out, oh, get out, kick and scream, punch and shout, 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 get out. Get out. Siren stops, the house goes dark. You smell the smoke, you can feel the spark. You can't go home, you can't go on, you can't tell anyone, don't tell anyone, just get out, get out, get out, oh, get out, kick and scream, punch and shout, 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 get out, get out, get out, get out, get No one asks, and you don't tell that you came here from some kind of hell. What you gonna do now? 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 I love you too. Oh, thanks, Ozzy. I asked my kids recently, I was like, do you guys know all my songs? And they were like, sure. And they just sang them all in a row. I was just like, they're like, are you going to tell a sad story again? Yeah. Yeah. Because we have privacy but no secrets. Right? Okay. So it was the day after the election. Oof. Oof. And I noticed myself lately, I wake up in the morning on a scale of like 0 to 10, I'm not gonna fucking deal with misogyny. I wake up at an 8. So I'm kind of like that guy all the time. Like, fucking no, I will not move my chair. No, I will, excuse me, excuse you. I don't know, it's just come over me. Maybe it's come over you too. It's just, we've had it. She's just not gonna take it anymore. So one of my other jobs is that I'm a strategist. I'm a business strategist, and I had a new appointment with a new person, powerful woman. It's the day after the election. We met anyway, even though we were mourning. And we just kind of like, shook hands, and then we hugged. We were in a coffee shop. We looked around. It was all dudes. We got coffee, and we sat outside in the rain. It was November. We were just like, let's go outside. And we started talking, and from that conversation, on and on and on and on and on, women have been telling me stories of abusive relationships, being stalked, of being hurt, being manipulated, of being controlled, being assaulted. And this next song is called You Want to Know About Me. And I wrote it. It's an amalgamation of a million different stories. A friend of mine who was a checker at New Seasons, and some man comes in and he's like, your aura is different today. It's just like, you know what? Have a boundary. Don't talk about my aura. Don't look so closely. Don't look so closely. Don't look so closely. It's also a story about a bad relationship I had that ended up with restraining orders and court visits. And it was awful. And it happens all the time. And I kind of think of myself as a pretty tough broad. And it was really hard to get out of that relationship. And in fact, it took multiple sending that person to jail. So this song is about all that stuff. You not to look so closely, so ghostly at me. Just ask what you want to know about me. You want to know about me. You want to know about me. Well, stop peeking through my windows. Stop coming around my house. Anything you see here, I won't talk with you about. You were right about last Sunday. You were right about last year. I don't want to know what you can see, you can hear. And I asked you not to look so closely, so ghostly at me. Just ask what you want to know about me. You want to know about me. You want to know about me. I'm standing right before you. I'm covered up in scars, burn marks on my hands, trouble in my heart. So just stop it, let me be. Stop tearing me apart. There's nothing to see. This house has gone dark. So closely, so ghostly at me. Just ask what you want to know about me. 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 Woo! Well, I don't think all men are bad. This is John Shepsky, the co-producer of my album, who is awesome, and I love him. That's Jason Montgomery over there on the pedal steel, and I also love him. And the many people in the audience I love as well. Anyway, just thought I should say that. Hey, what do we got here? I think we got Jonathan and Aaron come back up on this one. I think so. Is that right? Hey, I had a song released in Curve magazine. Did you all see that? That was real cool. So the sound guy asked me, he said, "Where are you from?" And I said, Michigan, Missouri, Illinois, Tennessee, Alabama, Italy, and Oregon. Not kidding. Not kidding. Not kidding. I didn't go to a full year of school anywhere until the 11th grade. That's what life was like growing up. And I was always a new kid. And I found myself, yeah, come on, kids. Come on up here. Come on. Hey, look what I got here. Yeah, you can hold it. Yep. Now share. Oh, jeez. What have I done? Yeah, so this song's called My Hometown. I lived in a little tiny town in Missouri right before I moved to Portland. There were 100 people there. It was a pumpkin farming community. There was this old man farmer. He came in one day, he said, I was like, "When do you plant pumpkins?" And this man never talked. And he was like, "Well, if you plant them in May, they'll run away. You plant them in June, it's far too soon. Plant them in July, they're going to fry." He never did tell me when he planted them. He just kept saying that.
That's funny. Yeah.
Those damn farmers. They're hilarious. Okay, we remember this song? What do you think?
Kids chasing around like a bus.
pretty big mouth, so everybody knows my name. I can always find a cowboy, sing about lost dreams. Bartenders south of town's got a big old crush on me. Come on, skipping rocks on the river, counting falling stars, kids chasing around lightning bugs, stuffing them in jars. Jam session on Sunday, y'all should come on down. And then like passing life here in my hometown. Seems I've been looking for what was here all along. New friends and faces, new stories to put in songs. Sometimes I dream about big city lights, but nothing shines like Missouri's sky at night. Skipping rocks on the river, counting falling stars, kids chasing around lightning bugs, stuffing them in jars. Jam session on Sunday, y'all should come on down. Ain't nothing like passing life here in my hometown. Skipping rocks on the river, counting falling stars, kids chasing around lightning bugs, stuffing them in jars. Jam session on Sunday, y'all should come on down. Ain't nothing like passing life here in my hometown.
Thank you. You've been a great audience.
Thank you. You've been a great audience, Oscar. You've been a great audience. Oh my God, that kills me. So, I was talking about my Nana and her marriages. And, you know, as it turns out, there's like a lot of divorce in my family. And one time, I wrote this next song many years ago about a particularly contentious divorce. Actually, it's an amalgamation of divorce songs, like bad divorce songs. Lots of different people are represented in this song. Lots of different divorces. One of my uncles and his wife, my aunt, it was so bad they had to hire an auctioneer to come to their house, and they had to buy their own stuff. It's like, you can use all your money to buy the house, but you're not going to have anything to wear. And when I recorded this song, I got my own ex-partner to sing on it with me. Anyway, this song's called If I Were You. You say you're leaving, saying goodbye. You're sick of wasting your precious time. I'd leave too. if I were you. You keep the new car, I'll take the wreck. Judge says to give you half of my paycheck, I'd take it too, if I were you. I believe your diamond is paid in full. I wonder if that ring is pawnable. I'd pawn it too, if I were you. You won't believe this, but my dog left me too. The neighbors were feeding him gourmet food. Engine blew right out of my truck. My life's a bad country song full of bad country love. You laughed at me like I'm some fool at our auction, buying back my tools. I'd laugh too, if I were you. They say you've moved on, found someone new. You keep real quiet about the hell you put me through. Honey, I would too, if I were you. You know I would too, if I were you. Oh, you know I would too, if I were you. Oh, this is a good song I'm about to play you. So the other thing about my family, what with the divorces and the fires and all the things that happened, they were also occultists. And so everybody read cards or leaves or palms or something or dreams. There were readers everywhere, readers. But the best reader of all was my great aunt Muriel. And she married into the family. And she didn't really even need things to read. She could like read your fingernails. She'd just like look at things and be like, here's what's gonna happen. And every time she was right. Side note, when I first had a cell phone, it was like a track phone. My mom insisted I have it when I was driving. And I was driving and I answered it. And I heard my Aunt Lori was on the phone, she's smoking a cigarette. She's like, Nikki, what are you doing? It's like, I'm in the car, what's up? What do you need? She's like, we're reading the cards. Shows you in the clutches of the law. Clutches of the law. Jesus, let me get off the phone. I was like, I'm gonna get pulled over, and I looked at my speedometer. I was speeding, and I looked in my rearview mirror, and I'll be goddamn. I was like, oh, for the love of God. So anyway, so there I am with Aunt Merle. She's gonna read my cards, and I was like, Aunt Merle, where did you learn to read these cards? There were lots of different people that read things, and things came to us differently, but through Aunt Merle, she said, well, I learned from my mother. And her mother, the story is, her mother in the early 20s borrowed her parents' car, and it had a rumble seat. And a rumble seat is a trunk opened up, and it's kind of like riding on the tailgate, right? Not very safe. But you know, they used to teach you to drive when you bought a car back then. Like you would go buy a car, and then they would teach you to drive it before you left. So they weren't real worried. Anyway, so they bought the rumble seat. They borrow the car. The girl gets her friends, and they go to see the card reader on the edge of town. They get out to the reader, and she reads 3 of their cards. There's 4 girls. Reads 3 of their cards and tells the 4th girl, my Aunt Merle's mother, says, you come back tomorrow. Come back alone. So they get in the car. They ride back in the rumble seat. And on the way back, their car was hit by a train. And 3 of the girls died. And the only one who lived was the one she said, come back tomorrow. So this is a song about that. flag. It's very dramatic. Well, I don't remember who starts this. Is it you, Jason? Do you start this one? Do I start this one? I start. Who starts it? I start it.
You started it.
I started it. I'm going to finish it. Here we go. Got the rumble sea roll back, hear the Cohen moan. I can see the train station, I can hear the whistle blow. Granny's house was an old hollow log. She didn't have no one-eyed cows, no three-legged dog. Outside was a pretty child praying in the yard. Said, go on in, let my mama read your cards. We got the rumble sea roll by, hear the Cohen moan. I can see the train station, I can hear the whistle blow. Oh, I know why they're skipping around, because I missed a whole verse. Oh well. I'm gonna catch us back up. Mary Jane, your future's looking bleak. Your man's gonna leave you by the end of the week. Isabel, let me tell you, girl, a change is coming real soon. It's gonna rock your world. And she looked at me, leaned in too close, said, come back tomorrow. Come back alone. By the time I saw the train, it was far too late. Those girls were in the air, headed towards their fates. I started running from the dead on the railroad tracks. I got to Marie's house, she said, I knew you'd be back. The rumble sea roll back, hear the cold wind moan. I can see the train station, I can hear that whistle blow. Oh, 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 oh. Woo! So when I was in that little town in Missouri, I was a bartender. Everybody tipping their bartenders tonight? Good. Everybody having a drink? Does anybody need a drink? It'd be a good time to get a drink. I was a bartender there, and it was during the Bush administration when all the wars were starting, and there was no draft. But what we call it now is the backdraft. And what he did is he used the National Guard, the Coast Guard, people who signed up who thought they'd clean up after a storm, sent them, I've got veterans in the room, sent them to Afghanistan and Iraq. And so there I am in this little town, and it's just the thing people do in rural communities. It's the way you go to college. It's your way out. It's your way to get a good job. So people sign up. weekend warriors everywhere. Their units hadn't been called up in like 75 years. And then all of a sudden, certainly every young man in the community was gone. And they went 4 tours of duty, back to back, National Guardsmen. And so I was there as the bartender, talking to the wives and moms and sisters and family about where everybody had gone. And I had just fallen in love with a combat veteran myself and was really grappling with what it was like to be with someone with extreme PTSD. So I wrote this song about that time, and then something happened when we were recording where I imagined my kid, my son, wanting to join the military. And my heart broke at that image. So this song has transformed over time. It's called What If You Don't? You're leaving tomorrow, but I don't think you should go. No, no, no. I got a truck, we can go to Canada, take a train down to Mexico. There are no guarantees in this life. I understand that. I'm not a fool. But I know if you don't make it back, there'll be no getting over you. Begging you, don't go. When are you coming back, baby? What if you don't? What if you don't? I'm afraid of what could happen to you, and I'm afraid of the things they're gonna make you do. You'll never forgive yourself, I know this much is true. Did you ought to say what this war is for? It's not peace thereafter, it's still blood, it's still war. How did it end up this way? I'm begging you, don't go. When are you coming back, baby? What if you don't? What if you don't? What if you don't? to Mexico. I don't care how long we've gotta hide, I just can't let you go. Yeah, Oscar said, Mama, why did you like me to play with Nerf guns? I said, because I don't want you to ever want to be a soldier. And he said, I promise I'll never be a soldier. Okay. So the next song is an audience participation. That's what it says. That's what's about to happen. I love singing to you guys so much. So I have a friend. I hate my birthday. It's a thing. I know, see? And every year somebody tries to make me like my birthday. And every year I'm like, you just back off. But I've decided, I'm changing it around, turning it around right now. My birthday was like about 10 days ago. Thank you. And so what I was thinking, there's a particular friend in here tonight who had like a very serious one-on-one with me that was like, listen, birthdays are really important. And this person had lost important people and said, they don't have birthdays anymore, so birthdays are important to me, and I really would like to celebrate your birthday. And so it got to me. It's like, that's actually right. Our date of our birth is like, we're still fucking here. We're still here. So I have a favor to ask. What I'm gonna do, I got this little wish bird here. This little wish bird. I'm gonna light it. I'm gonna ask you guys to do me a favor. I'm gonna ask you to sing me happy birthday. Will you do it? All right. Kate, will you help us out? Will you start it? Sure. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nicole. Oh. Okay, great. Next year we can have a big party on my birthday, okay? It's all done. We're all done. Okay, I know. I'm saying it in public and I mean it. So one of the best things in my life is being a mom. Did you hear that I was the greatest mom ever for now? Currently.
Currently is the key word.
Currently. Smart kid.
That can change so fast.
It could change so fast, right? And I mean, what a smart kid. He's like, I know my mom's gonna like this, but I'm just gonna let her know it could change at any minute, right? Currently. So the year I was pregnant with Oscar was 2007. At the time, 17 of my friends were pregnant. 17. I am not going to all those graduations. Not sending them all $100. Only my favorites. And when I entered that phase of life, when I became a mother, I also, there were a lot of my friends who were trying to get pregnant and did not get pregnant. There were a lot of my friends who were pregnant and lost their babies. There were a lot of people that I knew whose babies weren't born alive. And we'll just wait till that ringing stops. This is a song I wrote for those mothers who I love so much. Baby mine, I had a dream about you last night. baby mine. I dream of you all the time. Your sister's here. She's 8 years old. There are no words for why you didn't come home. My baby mine, I dream of you all the time. In my dreams, you're climbing trees. You hold my hand and you come home with me. Baby mine, I had a dream about you last night. Baby mine, I dream of you all the time. Well, I sure appreciate you all being here. I got a friend who was reviewing my album for me that said, it's like an 11-song moth. The storytelling show, The Moth. That's what my record is. It's like a moth. So, I'm going to be alone. Thank you, Jason. Kind person. So I was talking about my depressed uncle. And before I was a mom, I was a daughter and a granddaughter. And with all those divorces, I had all these step-grandparents and step-parents. And that also meant when it was time for people to start passing away, there were a lot of funerals. There was a lot of funerals. In fact, one time my cousin, somebody said to her, God, Sam, you've had a grandpa die every year since 7th grade. That was real. That was for you, Uncle Grady. But when you live, so in Portland, one of the first questions people ask you is, where are you from? It's like, first 5. In the Midwest, what they ask you, and in the South, is what church do you go to? And when people die, even if you're not Christian, you go to a church for the service. And grief does odd things to people in the rituals that we have. And when you don't have a ritual, you use the ritual you know. And so more than 10 times, my family found ourselves in a church. I mean, remember the arsonist bars and the honky-tonks, and there we would be in a church. And so this next song is called Daddy's Gone Home. I rest my face in my tired hands, lean on the shoulders of my closest friends. I put my faith into God's great hands. My daddy's gone home. Oh, my daddy went home a simple man who simply hung. The moon buried his body this afternoon. My daddy's gone home. I go along with the preacher's plan, even though I'll never understand how he's better off in God's great hands. My daddy's gone home. Don't you weep no more, child, weep no more. The gates are open. Don't you weep no more. Don't you weep no more. Weep no more. The gates are open. Don't you weep no more. I get control of what I should not say. Shake the hands and wipe my tears away. Keep it together through amazing grace. My daddy's gone home. Don't you weep no more, child, weep no more. The gates are open. Don't you weep no more. Don't you weep no more, child, weep no more. The gates are open. Don't you weep no more. All right, we got 2 more songs for you. That's enough of the death songs, though. This one's not super cheerful, but it's more cheerful. So, that town I was talking about, West Frankfort, no, East Frankfort, where my grandmother lived when she was young. My family had been there for generations, so if you talk to anyone long enough, they're related to me. Whether they like it or not. Some of them don't like that very much. But like I said, I grew up moving around all the time, and I really had this fantasy of being, where true love stories are just bombard us, right? And what true love looks like. And I always wanted that, you fall in love in high school, and you get, when I say I always wanted it. I wanted it in high school. I had this vision. And then when I look on Facebook and I see people that literally went to their sophomore homecoming together with their children and grandchildren at this point, it's how did that happen? They just did what their parents did. But I did have a kind of a vision of that's sweet. That's sweet. But my first love is in the room tonight, as a matter of fact, over there. It's true love. We're friends. We're family. After all these years. So this song is called Ferris Wheel. I'm going to the fair. I'm gonna ride the Ferris wheel. Sit on top of the world and see how that feels. be a simple girl from a southern town. He'll be a rambling man who finally settles down. Ooh, 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 ooh. We'll drink a cherry coke, ride the bumper cars, stay out too late, counting falling stars. Cotton candy kiss with the top rolled down, head out of the county fair, go back to our hometown. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna fall in love one last time. I'm gonna steal his heart and I'm gonna give him mine. And when we're old and gray, I'm gonna smile real wise, take a long look back, say thanks for the good life. Ooh, 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 ooh. I sure have enjoyed you all this evening. You know, I've been meaning to make this record for 15 years. Happy birthday. Hey, see that guy over there playing that instrument? That's Jason Montgomery. He also played 3 other instruments tonight. And he was gonna do an interpretive dance, but it's a weeknight. And over here on the lead guitar is Anita Lee Elliott. Anita, you don't know this, but at these other solo shows I've been playing, I've been talking about you. I've been saying, you guys, you gotta hear this on this album. sounds so good. Behind me here on the drums is Juliana Lanning. Harmony singer. She was also the sound engineer that worked on my record. Not too many women in town do that. And let's say one more for Jonathan and Aaron, who were here earlier. They were amazing, weren't they? And then over here on my right, Mr. John Shepsky, producer of my album, Living Gravy Studios, Living Gravy Records. And if I start talking too much about John, I'll start crying. But he's used to that, because I cried a lot during the process. Like, I don't know, I just don't know what to decide about this. And he was just patient, and we tried everything, and then we picked the best one. A real collaborator. Thank you, the people at Fremont Theater. To my kid's sister, Naomi, who's been walking around with a video camera, to Elle Zober, who's taking pictures, Jean Dusablon, all my good friends here tonight. I'm so grateful for you, for all of you. Thank you for being here. Ooh. One more time. Ooh. Thank you. Let's give another round of applause for all these awesome people playing music with me. Thank you. I got one more song for you. The last song of the night. Awesome, brother. Thank you. Can you make it? Awesome. All right, so this is, thank you, Anita. I love Anita. I have an Aunt Anita who's from Alabama, and Anita Elliott is also from Alabama. I'm going to tune my guitar because I want to record this song. Ooh, and that's good. That's a good thing I'm doing that. Something has gone very wrong here. Hang on one second. Sorry. Whoa. What's happening? Something's very wrong. Thank you for being patient with me as I figure this out. I wish I had a funny story about tuning. I don't. Strings. These are nano web strings. I don't like that. I didn't have time. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you one more story. This is a very good story. It's a genuine Missouri Ozark true story from Hannibal, Missouri. Has anybody ever been to Hannibal, Missouri? Really? That was shocking. What famous literary character is from Hannibal, Missouri? Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Yeah, that's right. Oh, there's more. Gosh, gee. Hannibal had prolific literary characters. I didn't know that. Gosh, I should have asked a different question. So, my best friend Grady was gonna be here tonight. His jerk boss wouldn't let him off work. Jerk! Bad karma on that guy. But in our like flight arrangement, I did buy the insurance for his ticket. And it's really difficult to use it. And they listed things of ways you could use it. And it said death. And I was like, death and employment. And I was like, yeah, someone at his job died and he couldn't come. And they were like, okay, yeah, well, you'll have to send us the death certificate and the... I should have. No, you can help. But I said, I should have called so many people. But I decided, we were on the grade room, I was like, well, we could fake a death certificate. And then we did the math, and I was like, you know what? It's not worth $80 for the bad karma of a fake death certificate. No. So anyway, he can't be here tonight. So this is a story, some of you have heard this story before. So my best friend Grady and his brother, when they were little kids at Thanksgiving at their grandma's house, Grandma Johnny, they were very bored, like you are at Thanksgiving. And so they didn't have anything to do. And so they were taking quarters, and they'd lick them and stick them to each other's heads. And Grandma Johnny came in and said, do not put loose change in your mouth. It could have been in someone's twat. This is a true story, and this is a song about that. This is a public health announcement. Now don't go put loose change in your mouth. My granny says this happened in a titty bar down south. Granny saw naked girls dance all night long, and the men who came to see him would stay for just as long. And every now and then they'd leave a tip. And you see them naked girls had fancy ways of coming getting it. Now don't go put loose change in your mouth. My granny says this happened in a titty bar down south. Granny said she saw just how they'd pick it up. She said they spread their legs, squatted down, and used their you-know-whats. Well, my granny saw it all with her 2 eyes. She said them girls could pick up loose change with what's between their thighs. So don't go put loose change in your mouth. You know it could be from that titty bar down south. But I guess for you it might not be so bad. Could be the closest thing to romance that you've ever had. Thank you, Thursday night. It has been awesome to be here. Thank you for celebrating with me. Thank you for celebrating. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.